Houston, Texas, today at NRG Stadium, as we are going to find out who will go home as champions of the Kansas Texas Bowl. While this game caps off the regular season, how that season is remembered will be impacted greatly by what happens in this game. As we'll see a team looking to make it back to the CFP this year, the Oklahoma Sooners taking on a team from the Big 12, the Kansas Jayhawks. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week. Kickoff team is out there ready to get this bowl game underway. And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. So the Oklahoma Sooners offense will have the first possession of the game. Guys, it's been a long season. These two squads have had their fair share of battles, but today, David, they have a chance to end the season with a W.
Yeah, and it's a little bit old school, right? With the bowl system, not as much to play for, but you get to put that uniform on again. And it should mean something. You had the bowl prep. You got to have some fun in a different city, Jesse. Now you get to go out and attack this game.
And it's another opportunity just to finish the season, right? To go out with a win. Both of these teams have taken this bowl game seriously. They've prepared. They feel like they're both ready to go. Winning this game is important to build momentum for next year, and also you want to send the seniors out with you.
From the gun, the running back has it. Spins away from the defense. All down at the 39-yard line, but he's got 15 yards on the play and a fresh set of downs. A great Oklahoma running attack will bring a tear to the Boomer Sooner Nation eye, thinking of guys like Billy Sims.
And where it all started was always the ground game and the toughness, and you never question that. In Oklahoma, they got to get to that. They got to be that. They got to live that if they really want to build on what they...
Touchdown Sooners! A great catch and run for 6.
That is how you get your playmaking wide receiver in the game early. First series, they scripted this. They want to get him the football. They get him the football, and he does the rest. Gets the big touchdown on the opening drive of the game.
Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the PAT makes it 7-0. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So the Kansas Jayhawks offense will try to get something started with their first possession. As we take a quick look at the impact players for today's game. For motivation to make an impact during your playing days, Jesse?
Well, it was the guys we relied on each and every week. We came into the season expecting these types of guys to be our biggest weapons, and every week those were the guys that had to deliver for us in order to have success.
And it's just fun to have those guys that are consistent. Like, they lead by example, then they start to learn their voice and lead the team. But every week, guys that you can count on, they punch the clock, and they're hard workers.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. The give out of the gun. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. The Jayhawks come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. Wants to go up top. Finds his man. It's Kramer. Solid work and execution there. They'll have a first down as they mark it at the 40. And the Jayhawks come to the line with a new set of downs. Stop is made at the 44, but it's a 15-yard gain and a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Might as well give it to him again. All right, guys, let's chat about Kansas. They were really excited about the verbal commitment from a three-star quarterback. They really need to get good talent like that, guys who can develop and potentially become stars.
Well, this is a program that's not used to having this talented of a quarterback coming out of high school. Oftentimes, this program has had to develop guys so that they're ready by their junior or senior year to have success. This guy changes that dynamic a little bit, though, and because of it, you can see fans are so excited about the future.
They're going to run it. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
You've got to be loving what you're seeing from your offense here on the opening drive of this game. They're in a really nice rhythm. They've got real good balance going on right now, and they've got the defense on their field.
He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. Going to work on second down in the red zone. Is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Wants to go up top. Pocket breaking down. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Well, on the opening drive of the game, establishing a rhythm and a cadence offensively is really, really important. They've done some good things on this first drive to put them in this situation. Obviously, you just threw an incompletion on second down. You're likely going to throw it again here right now. Quarterback has just got to settle in. Timing is important. Get rid of the ball on time. Trust your read and execute this passing play if you're throwing.
Quarterback sneak, trying to get a push. Sneaks it in.
I'll tell you what, I'm not picking a team unless I got a guy that can do something like this at the quarterback spot. I need an athlete. I need a little bit of mobility. It just dictates too much to the defense. QB runs in for 6.
Looking for the tie with the extra point. And the extra point is good. They put together a 74-yard touchdown drive. So the kickoff team will come out after they turned in a score on that last drive. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. The Sooner offense returns to the field. They had to stand by and watch that scoring march, and now it's up to them to find a way to answer it. Able to get just a few before sliding to avoid the hits. The Sooners can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. From the gun, give on the inside. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. Offense getting set for first down. He'll pull it on the read. And how about the efficiency on that one? It'll bring up 2nd and 4. And the Sooners with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. A little screen to the running back. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking downfield on first down. The short hands. It's Lanning. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground cover to pick up the first. Quickly complete. Excellent job working through the air there, finding a hole in that defense and picking up a first down. They'll throw it from the red zone. It's complete to the left. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Running back searching for a hole. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Snags it. He thought he might turn that into a score, but the defense able to wrestle him down short. They'll stop him at the 3. He'll do it himself. He's going to lose a yard on that one. After getting knocked back, it's 2nd and goal from the 4. The give to the back. And he'll be stopped for no gain, still sitting at the 3-yard line. Well, they've gotten it down to the 3, but now it's 3rd and goal. From the gun, wants to pass. Couldn't find a man, just had to throw it away to avoid a negative play. They'll play it safe and try for 3. And this ought to be a chip shot from about 20 yards out. Splits the uprights. Good. And with that, they've taken the lead.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
So after putting 3 on the board, the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away. On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not stopped at the 18. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. Leaves it with the back. He has the first and still on his feet. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs. At the end of the period, Oklahoma has the lead. We've played 1 before we move on. Let's have a look at the stats. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game as we open the second quarter. So first down here as they go back to work. They'll give it to him again. Pushes ahead for a couple. They'll mark it at the 33.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
With the catch, it's Kramer to the 43-yard line and a first down for this offense.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver. And you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down. The Jayhawks come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Quarterback making checks. Looking to throw on first down. And he fires over the middle. It's incomplete. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Leaves it with the running back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground. That is a ball.
Hauls it in. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34. First down and 10. To the ground with the back. He works his way down to the 30-yard line before he stopped a gain of 3. Solid pickup of 4 on first down at 2nd and 6. They'll go right back to the run. Turning it on! Nice pickup on the ground there. They'll move the sticks for the first down.
And running backs are so good, so talented, so elusive. You see nowadays they really have the ability to make you miss, run you over. Unbelievable effort. Nice job. You keep that going, it's going to be hard to stop.
Under fire. Headed to the end zone. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Kansas.
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one running the ball, being the more physical team, and they look like it right now.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And with the extra point, they're up 14-10. So an 82-yard drive there. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Guys, we'll get another look at this Oklahoma offense. They'll give it to the back. Got enough for the first. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. The Sooners want to move quickly. You know, Oklahoma's DNA is being tough. They have a whole drill about being tough named after them, the Oklahoma drill, and they won that.
And we've seen that kind of come and go some throughout the years, but it started with serious physicality back in the day when they ran the option and just hit you in the mouth. But, you know, football's involved, and that's the one thing about this offense. Can they keep their physicality and assert their physicality? The good Oklahoma teams are physical.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Firing to the right, complete. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Setting up for a 1st and 10 from the 26. Wants to throw on 1st down. He caught it. Oh, and he thought he might be able to wiggle his way into the end zone, but they knock him down at the 3. Keeping it on the ground on 1st and goal. And he is stopped, not getting close to the end zone. Line of scrimmage still at the 3. He'll keep it himself. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Oklahoma!
Man, you've seen the evolution of the option. You've seen the evolution with scrambling quarterbacks that can run and be so dynamic and just so much to defend. The quarterback says, forget that. You defend everything, I'll take it myself. In for 6.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. So a drive there of 82 yards. So after getting into the end zone on that last drive, they're set to kick it away. Bringing it out. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably...
17. And your Kansas Jayhawks will take over 1st and 10.
They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. They go to the ground. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's 1st down.
I'll tell you what, a few more runs like that, and defensively you start thinking more guys in the box, more big guys. I better stop this guy because he's unbelievable. Just great job breaking off the big run, and the OC is going to give him the ball some more.
We're at the 2-minute timeout. It's been a good one so far. Opportunity for this offense perhaps to take the lead before halftime. Here comes the offense on 1st down. They're going to ride this running back. Plows through the defense. Didn't get much done on that run. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard. Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Looking to fire. Catch in the middle. It's Cunningham. He's close to the 1st down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. And the Jayhawks are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. They'll try to run for it. There he goes. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be 1st down. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. To the ground. He's got it again. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Win with the running game on 1st down, now back at it. 2nd down, he'll throw it. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical and pass deep. After the 2nd down misfire, looking at a 3rd and 8. They'll go to the air. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. They pick up the 1st down. They'll mark him at the give to the running back. Got the first down and more. And he's brought down after a nice gain. The Jayhawks will have it 1st and 10. Power football with the run. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
First down, you know you always want to establish the running game. How about this offense? Nothing fancy. Run the football, be physical, get a big gain.
They'll keep it on the ground for 1st and goal. And he takes it in for a score. Touchdown, Chuck Jayhawks.
Really nice physical running back time. Nice push up front by the offensive line. Getting it in for the touchdown. They now take a 1-possession lead here with just a little bit of time left in the first half.
PAT unit on the field. And with the extra point, they take a 21-17 lead. So they got the touchdown, and as they kick off, really important for the defense to shut them down here. On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. From the gun, the running back looking for room. Got enough for the first. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Throws to the tight end. Pass is incomplete. The clock is down to 9. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Makes the grab. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one. Just enough time for one final play in this half. Rushes on him. He gets the job done, picking up the first down, then getting down. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
All right, guys, thanks. Looks like we've had ourselves a very enjoyable first half so far. And in this day and age where quarterbacks chuck it all over the field, how refreshing to see two offenses rely on off-tackle left, off-tackle right, and even a few halfback dives. Physical offensive lines and elusive backs have told the story. A throwback to the halcyon days of 3 yards and a cloud of dust.
The Sooners will kick it away to crank up the second half. He'll start the return inside his 5. And he did a good job bobbing and weaving. Kansas gets the ball back, and the Jayhawk offense is ready to go to work. And they got it done in the first half, but the job now, follow up, goes, brings into the open.
There's really no secret to it, David. When this guy's running well, this offense is so nice.
It opens up everything, and he's having a great day, showing you a little bit of everything, and this offense has got it rolling on the ground.
They're going to go right back to him on first down. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical and they're trying to stay on the field.
Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the punt.
He's got his man. And he's brought down after a nice gain. It's 1st and 10 from the 31. They'll leave it with him. Snuffed out behind the line of scrimmage, and we have not seen much of that. What a day he's had so far. And the Jayhawks trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Quarterback needs to make a better throw there. Incomplete.
Well, on that incompletion, the quarterback and receiver just not on the same page. I mean, that wasn't even close.
Here's the handoff. And boy, is he close to that first down. Maybe just a couple of inches short.
That's a big key for this offense. Now, you've got the lead here in the second half. You want to run the football. You've got to just keep getting positive yards. You've got to keep the third downs manageable so you can stay on the field, bleed the clock. That's going to be the key for this offense and their team winning the game.
That will be enough to move the chains and give them a first down in the red zone at the 14. The Jayhawks kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Brought down, but not before he bowled his way inside the 10 to the 8. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. To the air on second down. And he was going for the touchdown there, and they couldn't make the connection.
Well, I love the coverage on defense. In the red zone, everyone's got their eyes on the quarterback, and they're flying to the football, and you saw that there on the incompletion.
They'd love to pick up this third down and get a fresh set with first and goal. He's looking to throw. Makes the catch. And to the end zone. Touchdown, Rock Chalk. There have been miniseries, novels, movies, long-form plays that have been over in a shorter period of time than that drive. That was a marathon.
And that's just so frustrating when you're a defensive guy, time and time again, trying. Moralizing.
Getting set for the point after. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead.
28, Oklahoma, 17.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Here come the Sooners ready to go on offense. They come out now down by 2 possessions, 28-17, and hoping to use this drive to draw closer. And the Sooners want to pick up the tempo.
And coming out in the second half, this offense, they needed to establish this run game. They needed to get something going. They're losing. They've got to find a way to get a flow, to get a rhythm. And so far here to start this second half, defense picking up where it left off.
The Sooners come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. They'll try to power their way ahead. They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop. They punted away on 4th down. He'll be content with the field position, making. So, guys, we'll see this offense again. The give to the back. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11.
Well, this guy's been an animal all game long. He's had tons of success running the football. The defense had to do something to stop him. Give the D-line and that front 7 tons of credit for being really physical there, getting the TFL.
And the Jayhawks are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. Works his way to the 41, and that is plenty to give him a first down.
Well, when you've had the day that this guy's had so far, why not hand it off to him on 3rd down, right? At this point, you're almost basically expecting him to find a way to pick it up, and he does exactly that. This guy has been a monster all game.
All right, this running back's had all kind of success. Now we're getting later in the game. We got to make sure we get some stops, get the ball back to our offense.
Back to pass on 2nd down. Got a man. It's Kramer. Stopped at the 47-yard line, a 10-yard gain, and they'll move markers.
The defense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the second half. You're down 2 possessions. You need to steal a possession badly. You need to have a takeaway. The coverage is going to have to be way tighter than on that last throw. Otherwise, this offense is just going to go up and down the field.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
It's a nice play call there. You've got 2 possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you've got that lead, they know you're going to run it, but you still have got to be able to sprinkle in some shot plays and some vertical throws. That was really, really good thinking on that last play call by the offense.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Jayhawks can really attack on this 2nd and short. They'll try the run, fighting off the defender. He'll be pulled down after a good run. They'll mark it at the 15. And the Jayhawks pounded the rock to move the sticks. Now back to work.
Really nice run again. We've seen that on this drive. They've run a ton of plays, and we've seen that all game long. I think when you have a
made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board. They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, they're on top by 18. A 69-yard touchdown drive. Kickoff unit has been busy as they have built a big lead, and they're trying to hold on to it. And he takes this from inside the 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. He'll take a deep shot here. Can't hold on. He had him right down the middle, and he flat dropped it. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Right back up top on 2nd and 10. And the Heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line. We've reached the break, and Kansas has the lead. They built a comfortable lead after 3 quarters of play. Let's take a look at how we got here. One more period to go, and we'll see just how much fight they've got left in them. With the break, they had a little extra time to dial something up for this 3rd down play. He's looking downfield to throw. Fires deep on the run. Makes the grab right down the middle. He's loose down the middle. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown Sooners!
This guy is so dangerous because of his speed. He can take the top off the defense, and he did it right there on the post. Great arm talent, getting the throw out in front of him. It didn't matter how many DBs they had deep on that one. I don't think they could have stopped.
Lining up for the PAT. And with the extra point, they now trail 35-24. Now to make sure this kickoff team covers it well to not give back that last score. On the move from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the to stop at the 19. The Kansas offense returns to the field. They'll go to the ground.
They've got a lead here in the fourth quarter, and there's certainly still plenty of football to go, but this is where you'd love to control the flow of the game, right? You want to dictate everything to the defense, and you do that by running the football. That was a really nice run. This offensive line is firing off late. Looks like
they get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. With the catch, it's Kramer. They'll move those chains, getting it out to the 29-yard line and trying to get this drive rolling. The Jayhawks will snap it on 1st and 10. From the gun, the ground game. He's got a yard out to the 30-yard line.
at this point of the game, the offense has the lead, and the offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
Just working and poking and prodding and finding his way up to the 36. And the Jayhawks line up, trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Looking to throw for it. He's got an open man. And he gets it to the 45-yard line, and that'll be a first down. Boy, the defense really needed to get off the field there, and they just couldn't do it, and it's a fresh set of downs.
Man, that hurts. When you're trailing late in the ball game, you need those stops, and you get them to 3rd down. You get them to those critical points and get the first down. You don't have many left. You better get aggressive.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on 1st down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
The Jayhawks really need to keep this drive alive on 3rd down. They'll try to bully their way for the first. Just nowhere to go against this defense to find that single yard he needed on 3rd down.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
Tries to get it on the ground. Oh, he's got some space. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
I think you have to like what you see if you're the coaching staff here. Your offense is on the field, and it looks like you got a pretty good drive going, and you're just going to try and keep this thing marching, keep the clock ticking. You've got a really nice lead here late. Just want to find ways to keep the chains moving. They're doing it.
The give as they work on that clock. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Making side adjustments here. They've been running it, but now the pass. And he had it for a second, but it just dribbled out of his hands. Well, we are winding it down, guys. Only a few more plays left in this season. Also wrapping up a really outstanding performance for this offense.
Yeah, and they're sending out the seniors on the right foot. Guys, we've seen a lot of great football. There have been so many tremendous moments and individual efforts, David. This is a year in college football I know I'll never forget.
Won't forget it. Loved working with you guys. Loved being in the booth. Loved covering these football games. And I'll tell you what, a lot of excitement in college football surrounding the sport, man. Let's just keep loving it.
The give to the tailback. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to pass. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. This defense just can't get off the field. The offense unstoppable. On third down, he drops to throw. Oh, they're after him. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22.
Well, quarterback went down behind center pretty quick that time, and it makes you wonder as a play caller, against this pass rush, do you start thinking about maybe rolling your quarterback out and changing the launch point?
On 4th and 9, the offense will stay on the field. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and the clock is definitely on their side. They'll just try to run it out here. They'll try to salvage a field goal on this drive. Visualizing the right ball flight from 39 yards out in the right hash. Absolutely perfect. But now there's a penalty marker on the field. Let's see what that's about.
Personal foul. Rookie kicker. Defense.
You must protect the kicker when he's in a defenseless position like that. That penalty is going to give the offense a first down. Man, oh man, those types of penalties just drive defensive coordinators crazy. Was 4th down, now 1st down. Running back searching for a hole. He almost punched it in for 6. They'll get him down at the 1-yard line. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. And if they can find the end zone here, that might be all she wrote. 1st and goal. Quarterback sneak looking for just a sliver of daylight. Scores on the sneak. That one might have put the finishing touches on this game.
This one is over. Game, set, match. The defense had a chance to maybe kind of keep their team in it, but the offense said, take it to the locker room.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead.
Extra point.
And now with the extra point, they're up by 18 here in the 4th. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead.
42. Oklahoma. 24.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12. Everybody has to be set. They have to get it off. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. A deep throw as the clock winds down. And the incomplete pass taking a shot on 2nd down, and they'll be left with a 3rd down. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Here's the pressure. And he avoids the hit and slides after the short gain. Down by multiple possessions. You can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. That's caught. It's Spears.
I think after failing on the 4th down, guys, you look at the scoreboard, you look at how much time is left. I think they're going to lose this football game. This coaching staff is going to have to dig deep and try to find ways to get this team better next time they take the field.
Kansas gets the ball back, and the Jayhawk offense is ready to go to work. Firmly in control of this game. We'll see if they just try to run out the clock and get out with a victory.
Everybody on offense here should feel really good about their performance today too, David. They had a really good game plan coming into this one, and they went out and they executed at a very high level.
Yeah, lights out, and this game's over. I'm interested to see the philosophy now. Do we keep chucking the pill and keep trying to score points because it's the defense's responsibility to stop them, or do they just run this clock and say, all right, we did enough today. We kicked them in the face.
And the Jayhawks in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Wants to go up top. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down.
Yeah, and you just wonder if the defense now is taking out some frustration. Obviously, they've been getting lit up all over the place. And that time, they finally gave it back to the offense there. Really nice, big, clean hit. This defense needs a little bit more of that as the game goes on.
While they could run victory formation, you also have to think about padding those stats. And he'll try to knock it through from 33 yards out. Didn't make him sweat at all. And now the lead is even bigger.
And they just tack on more points to this big lead. Listen, fourth quarter was sitting extremely pretty. All we got to do, not give up big plays, make them earn everything they get the rest this way, and we looking pretty good.
Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. Winning those individual 6-second battles every play, time after time after time after time, and that leads to a victory here.
And I love when teams go out and play like it's sudden death. Like if they lose the game, their entire season is over. This game wasn't for the national championship, but you wouldn't know that watching this winning team, David. Tremendous effort and tremendous execution.
I love competitive people. I love competitive coaches. I love competitive teams that they know that their job is to go out and get a W no matter where you play. You want to play in the parking lot? We'll go meet you. Great job of this team being ready, getting the W.
That's going to do it for us here, and for these two teams, that's going to do it for a season. Another bowl game in the books, and a season is wrapped. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer and our entire crew behind the scenes, I'm Reese Davis signing off, and we'll see you next season for another presentation of EA Sports College Football.